Welcome to a celebration of 50 years of satire on the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation's English television network. And now, your host for this evening, Mr. Leslie Nielsen.
Thank you, and welcome to a celebration of 50 years of satire on the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation's English television network. Satire is often thought of as comedy for the discerning and intelligent, a higher level of humor that frankly isn't for everyone, but that's the way we, who it is for, like it. After all, perhaps the greatest satirist in history, Jonathan Swift, said, "My principal design is to inform, not amuse thee." But, of course, amuse thee he did. Louis Pasteur once said of satire that it is the use of comedy, irony, or ridicule to expose a vice or a folly. He knew that satire destroys whatever is pretentious. And speaking of pretentious,
The joke's on us. 50 years of CBC satire. With cutting-edge comedy from the funniest Canadians in television history. Like SCTV, Codco, Kids in the Hall, and Wayne and Schuster. Plus interviews with the comic minds behind the laughter and the controversy.
in our 50 years of CBC satire, we have spent a lot of time trying to figure out just who the hell we are. We aren't quite like either of our founding nations. England is filled with uptight Moors with bad teeth. And in France, they're all wine-soaked sex pops. Ah, the stereotype. The satirist's favorite crutch. Is this the quintessential Canadian? Is it this plucky heroine? Or is that just wishful thinking? The idea of a national character is likely a myth. After all, what does this Canadian have in common with this one? Except, of course, they both hate this Canadian. Now, let's see how the CBC comedians over the years have answered the Canadian question.
I claim this land and all its